Yo, what's going on YouTube? 0088 here, and today this is going to be more of like a talk, like a discussion, not too long, but or hopefully, but because I've already seen this trailer, we're gonna react to it together. I've already seen it, but we're gonna talk about how I feel about this game, Budokai Tenkaichi 4. This is big. This is big news. I've been seeing it all over the socials and stuff. Let's just check this out, and I'll give you my thoughts. While we're checking that out, it's mad that they're making this game, man. It's mad. And the fact that they're showing the old game gives me hope. I'll let you know why I'm a bit wary, but I have a bit of hope because they're showing the original games. And then we see the new one. What is that? Is that a Tokyo game show or something? I don't know. All that cheering is. Hey, look at the graphics, man. Look at the grass. That doesn't even look cel shaded. Like Goku obviously looks cel shaded, but this could be sick. Now, let me get into my worries. It's been a while since we've had Tenkaichi game. Let me explain what the Tenkaichi game is. Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 1, 2 to 3 is probably the best Dragon Ball Z games ever you could play in terms of just fighting and feeling like the anime and feeling like the manga and so on. You know, there's obviously you got Burst Limit, you got the original Budokai games, you got Xenoverse, you've got the new Kakarot game. There's so many Dragon Ball Z games I could go through, but Tenkaichi was the series that somehow felt the closest to feeling like you're playing the anime, you know. And check out these videos on YouTube where they've done the insane I think they're called insane details of the Tenkaichi Dragon Ball Z games or something, and this guy goes through like a list of all these crazy details that reference the anime, or the amount of characters there are in the games, the amount of intricate details that the devs just put in to resemble the anime. And you could think of something that happened in the anime and replicate it in the game, and you might not know it could happen, but it most likely will happen because of all the thought and effort that the devs put into the original Tenkaichi games. And oh my god, and that's the reason why I'm so excited for this, because Tenkaichi was one of the games where you could blow up the mountains, they have closed battle damage and all that kind of stuff. They had all the different versions of the Super Saiyan. The art style of Goku's hair when he turned Super Saiyan was different in the later drawings of Dragon Ball Z from when he first turned into a Super Saiyan, and they replicated that in Tenkaichi games. You can see it in some of the old Tenkaichi games. There's so many details, so many like locations you can fight in, so many characters. Obviously, looking at this is a Dragon Ball Super Goku, and the thing that has me a little bit worried is the fact that I'm not really into Dragon Ball Super. You know, they're obviously going to delve into a lot of Super, which means like Beerus, Wiz, and all these other characters that I haven't really been watching it, so I don't know. Like, I think Jiren, I'm sure like, they have to be in it. I'd be a bit freaked out if they weren't in it. But there's so many new characters. The new Future Trunks with the blue hair rather than his more greyish blue hair. All these new characters, does that mean they're going to get rid of all the other obscure classic characters like Cooler, King Cold, and all these obscure characters from the original Budokai Tenkaichi games that you probably only see in the movies and stuff like that? You know, there needs to be like at least 300 characters for this game or some shit, maybe even more. I don't know, because that's what Budokai Tenkaichi is known for. It's known for how many characters they had, how much details they had, how much things you could do in the game. Like, it was just so good. And the fact that you could turn into a great ape as well. Like, I know some of the, I'm pretty sure in some of the other games you can do that, but like, you could turn into a great ape with Vegeta. You could throw the moon in the sky and turn into the great ape, but it wasn't just a cutscene. You'd actually have to do it yourself. And there's just so much gameplay elements. It wasn't just cutscenes. You had to do all this stuff yourself to make it happen. And it was just such a good game, man. And I just hope, it gave me hope seeing this trailer was showing the originals, to show, look, we're taking from the originals. We're not just going to make Xenoverse and call it Tenkaichi. We're not just going to make Burst Limit and call it Tenkaichi. So yeah, man, I'm hoping for the best. My hopes are a little bit tempered, but I'm hoping for the best, because it's not just about Dragon Ball Z, it's just modern gaming in general. Like, every time, modern gaming, it just isn't the same as how gaming used to be. Yes, the graphics are prettier, but there's always something a bit lacking in the gameplay these days. There's a lot of press X to win going on. There's some of this ingenuitive stuff and the creative stuff from classic gaming is kind of gone, just to watch, interactive movies, basically. And I just hope they bring that back with Tenkaichi and just many other games in general in the gaming industry right now. They need to bring back the gameplay. The graphics aren't that important. I mean, it's nice to have the best graphics ever. It's nice to have fancy cinematic cutscenes, but don't let that take over the gameplay and letting the player get creative. And I think that one of the best modern games that have done that is the Zelda Breath of the Wild. That game knew exactly how to let you just be in control of the world. If you can think it, you can do it. GTA sort of has it a little bit as well sometimes, like, if you can think it, you can do it. And Tenkaichi 4, well, Tenkaichi series in general, it has that same method of how it works. If you can think it, you can do it. And that's what I hope Tenkaichi 4, keeps in its tradition. Anyway, that's my thoughts on Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 4. If you like, give me a like, subscribe, hit the ring bell for notifications. Thanks. Peace.